part 2 of the video I'm about to make. So get ready for it. Hey guys, what's up? Ethan Keever, Cool Guy Awesome here. And part 2 of James is very protective with his sister. Part 2. Alright, we're going to do part 2 real fast. And it's probably going to be the same thing. And we're not done with it yet. And alright, let me tell you. Alright, go. When Rebecca first met Jeffrey, and they had a fun affair, that they had an affair with each other. James really thought that Jeffrey was some good, handsome-looking kid, and Rebecca was always like his little sister. And James thought Jeffrey was a very nice guy when Jeffrey first met James, when Jeffrey was a freshman. The beginning of the very first semester of Jeffrey's very first high school year, in high school, Jeffrey came upon it. Before Jeffrey headed to high school, back in middle school, Rebecca was like a bullied girl who actually got bullied by guys. And Jeffrey was right there to stand up for her and say, Jeffrey was actually that's when Jeffrey was like actually doing a lot better when Rebecca first met him. And didn't realize her own past of boyfriends was not her time yet. And yeah. And that was when Jeffrey first met her, and then he asked her, hey, can I go on a date with you? And then she said yes. I'm not the type of guy that you want to go on a date with me. That's what Jeffrey responded, and she said, yes. And then Jeffrey was Jeffrey wanted to dance. Jeffrey's little ex-girlfriend was going to take a toll on him. And he decided to go get a new one because they broke up. And that's when Jeffrey decided to realize he was just want to be a little lover boy. Some girl named Rebecca had a crush on Jeffrey, and she really thought he was really good enough for her. And then once they first went together, they've been together for 2 years, and that was it. Since 2018, when Rebecca and Jeffrey were together. Rebecca ex Jeffrey were together. And this was like the thing that Jeffrey was in love with Rebecca, and they danced together. They had a couple dances, like back in eighth grade dances, like winter dances. All right, winter dances, Valentine's Day dances. Jeffrey wasn't there, but multiple dances that he was always dancing with her. Valentine's dance. Jeffrey actually went out on a date with her. Jeffrey has gone out with a date with her a couple times. He wanted to ask her what's her phone number and say, hey, my phone number's this and that. Can you, I want to tell my dad that Jeffrey had his phone, and then he called Rebecca every day, talking to her, telling her what's up, how you doing? And that's when Jeffrey started going out with her and starting to realize that Rebecca was Jeffrey's girlfriend. And and Jeffrey told her, do you have a boyfriend? And she says, nope. No. N-O, spell N-O. She had no boyfriend. So Jeffrey was her pick. Jeffrey was her choice. And she asked him out, and then she told her mom that, hey, I found this guy at school. His name is Jeffrey. I really want to go out on a date with him. And that's when it all hit. All right, see you in the next part. Bye.